Boom Beach has some hype. It has been a long time coming. What is going on? I am Zedmont. We are going to walk through a couple things. First of all, we have the most amazing popular troops that exist. That is the yellow buses that are known as the Choppas. Slightly different color than that submarine. Speaking of that submarine, I just got the most amazing thing. That is an attack plan. You might be asking yourself, why the crap do we care about an attack plan if our armories are maxed? And that is because of this right about here. Boom Beach hype video, laser beam across the forehead, mysterious folk behind the poster, and then bubble popping new troop with the green eyes and the yellow ear cover helmet things with the bubble gum. It is the icky, sticky bubblegum troop coming straight from my comments. Thank you for that one. So, new troop, new hype. It is a copy, a crossover, a space. And by the way, I went over this in my YouTube short yesterday, but I know YouTube shorts aren't for everyone. There will be some gameplay coming very soon, I promise. But this is a crossover from Space Ape Games. Space Ape with the laser troop with the bubblegum. Massive, obvious detail that, I mean, the bubblegum just made it so that it had to be a crossover, right? So, hype details. Nuno, the community manager of Boom Beach, Supercell employee, says, can't share much now, keep attention to social media. More on that in a second. And I, being cynical, said, it's just the same crap as that slushy drink. Nuno says, not this time. And then Nuno says it is not a proto troop, so we are not going to have them at a limited basis. Assuming it is a troop, which we kind of have to at this point. Speaking about socials, Boom Beach tweeted today this tweet. Now, a lot of people were saying, like, it's Mrs. Dr. T. I think that is Dr. T in a barrister outfit, a judge outfit, ready to judge the science fair. My general thinking, and why I say that, look at Dr. T, same glasses, same cravat, scarf, I don't know what you call that thing, same gown. So all he needs is that barrister's wig and we're good to go. Now, my initial thought on this was, and by the way, I'm going to go over some of the things that I think, I don't know anything more than you guys. All I'm doing is I am along for the ride. I know a lot about Boom Beach backstory. I know a lot about Boom Beach history. I have been playing this game for a long time and answering a lot of questions for a long time. You probably already know this if you're new to the channel, if you choose to believe me or not. I'm going to give you all sides to the story. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it, but my initial impression was Boom Beach updates don't tend to come out until January or so, and it's been a long time since an update, but as soon as I started realizing that, hey, maybe, just maybe, we're looking at Dr. T in a costume, and the fact is, the best of the best, the one that Supercell has put the most effort into, Mega Crab-wise, is coming up. So we have got the Mega Crab where they put those Dr. T lookalikes in, they put those scary mortars in. I am hoping and praying that this update comes out before Halloween. There's not a lot of time left, let's be completely clear here. My assumption is still, I have been burned by the Supercell dev team way too many times, as I'm sure a number of you have been as well. By the way, this is my go-to troop combo for operation attacks, for clearing my map. The heavies get out front, the heavy choppas distract the rocket launchers, and they get wide enough that even if all the rocket choppers are nice and close like those two are, they still distract those rocket launchers, and so they don't end up hitting your bombardiers. Now, should I be using Critter Swarm? Probably. Should I be using Kavan instead of Everspark? Probably, but I do like those critters coming in and distracting the single shot defenses, and it's very rare that I ever lose a troop. And if you are a low level, you can mix these things with Grenadiers. Grenadiers will do a little bit of damage to your heavies once in a while. You can also just put Zookas in behind them, mix them with Kavan. But so what I'm hoping for. I'm going to give you my list of things that I hope that the new troop isn't. First of all, obviously, I hope it is a new troop, not a new hero or a new proto troop or a new teaser that doesn't actually end up being anything. That stuff should all be pretty much obvious. The next step is I hope that when we zoom in on our landing crafts, it doesn't look like that. Like if it looks like a Zuka, I'm probably going to cry. Because I mean, think about the Cryo Bombardier and the Melon Bombardier and all of the rest of the different proto troops that look exactly the same as another troop, like the Vampire Zukas and the Clone Riflemen. They all look exactly the same. So if they're going to get that little bit of extra help from the marketing team to finally make another Boom Beach commercial, I really, really hope that they just give us a new skin. It would take seconds. Like, just give us a new texture, call it a day. We will all be incredibly, incredibly happy for the extra 10 minutes of effort it'll take. As far as new sounds, new animations, new gameplay, I assume that these are just going to be a Lazortron on a troop's body. Like, that is my assumption. If there's anything more than that, if there's any kind of new mechanics, any kind of new anything at all that isn't just a Lazortron on a Zuka body, I'll be over the moon happy. Even if the troop is awful and never used, just to get some of that creativity that Space Ape is pumping out would be super duper amazing. And just to get those crossovers happening, I don't really think there's going to be a new mechanism. There's not going to be a new... I don't think the troops are going to have like a jetpack or anything interesting or cool. But if there's anything, if it's just a Lazortron reskinned as a Zuka, I'm probably going to cry. So... let me know in the comments what your hopes and dreams are for this new troop. Both your, like, the high end, like, I know I'm fairly cynical when it comes to this stuff because I've been burned way too many times. I've given way too much feedback to Supercell and then seen none of it implemented. So please take everything I say with a grain of salt, with a grain of sand, whatever the heck that expression is. But would love to see new troop. And Space Ape games... I have played some Boom Beach Frontlines. It hasn't grabbed me as much as I hoped it would. Would have loved. I still play Brawl Stars more than Boom Beach Frontlines. By the way, come join my club in Brawl Stars. I am giving away skins and brawlers and all the rest. The club's name is Code ZMOT. Very, very simple. I thought that my encoding was overloaded there, so sorry if my video has been a little bit crap in this. Shouldn't be, but... figured I would throw that out there just in case it has been. So would love to hear what you guys think. Would love to hear your timelines of when you think it's going to be available. The fact that they've put posts on YouTube yesterday and Twitter today makes me think it's coming sooner rather than later. Otherwise, they'd be milking it a little bit. Like if it was coming in like November or December or even January, I think they would have a couple days between their posts. But I would love to give you guys some sneak peeks on this. Do consider subscribing to the channel because I can almost certainly give you a sneak peek. I would love to give Supercell some feedback on the troop, assuming it's a troop, but that hasn't gone well in the past. But if there is an opportunity, don't you worry. I will be given as much feedback as I can. And if you guys have anything that you think I need to look out for, please do give me all of the details, because once I get the go-ahead to make the sneak peek, assuming that actually does happen, I can't talk to you guys about it. It's all of that stuff is behind closed doors. So my first initial thought is if they're just vampire Zukas, if they're just laser Zukas, I would love to do the cooker core hit with them. So it's like 104 lasers versus 104 lasers, or whatever the heck that cooker core hit has. Lots and lots of good opportunities to go there. And by the way, if you're still in a task force and you're doing operations right now, go up a level. The warships-based task force that I'm in typically does dead end, but they're even doing massive attack today. Might as well show you my ridiculous solo. So Manticore, you'll notice Manticore is typically with this much health, I can't actually check the amount of health. With this much health, what is that? That is 1.8, 1.9 million. Would be a very, very strong Zuka hit. Ah, shoot. I went with Bombardiers and Heavy Choppas because I only wanted to use 3 powder instead of 12. Got a little bit unlucky on that right corner thanks to that mortar, and then just kept moving right. Had to shock that boom cannon a little bit there just because I wanted to get up against that right-hand wall and not have to worry about my Bombardiers getting picked off by it. And then just keeping on moving right, move right, move right, move right, which can be a bit of a problem at times because those rocket launchers wanted to shoot over the top of all of our heavy choppas. 3 statues boosted, forlorn hope. This is not Milk Run, my friends. This is not Tank Tango, as someone came into Discord trying to promote. But forlorn hope solo on Manticore, and Manticore is my arch nemesis. Between that and a couple other bases that aren't coming to mind right now. Oh, Titanic, for example. Manticore and Titanic are the 2 bases that I probably attack the least, but pulling out the solo there felt pretty awesome. Intel is maxed. Intel being maxed in the middle of an op just shows that these yellow school buses bring joy to the game. Those overpowered troops, so good. Did I talk about... I know I talked about the fact that I've got an attack plan, but why I'm keeping my sub in dry docks is because once that new troop comes out, I can start the upgrade, use my existing attack plan, and then launch that one out of my submarine and get a second attack plan going, and then combine that with the absolute ridiculous overpowered resource boat hack that you have to know about. Please ask me if you don't know about this. I will put a card up. This is the most important thing in all of Boom Beach. Don't touch the boat. Don't ever touch your resource boat until we get that new update. Right now, go take all of your resource bases, go take all of your archipelago islands, because that update is days, weeks, months away, and filling up that resource base will give you all of the joys. You know what? Let's do Dr. T as fast as we can. We'll just drop all of these guys, throw some barrages out there, and then actually, we're not going to do a speed run because I'd have to force close, and then it would take like a 30 seconds to do all 7 stages. Hit me up in the comments if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to show that, yes, indeed, using the Zukas with the yellow choppas, great way to go. I know I've been rambling a little bit. I'm a little bit excited. But I have to temper my expectations because I've been burned way too many times. I don't blame Nuno for that. Nuno fights for all things good. Nuno, I love the dude. I know he's been under fire from a couple people lately, but he goes to bat for Boom Beachers. He plays the game. And so, Nuno, if you're out there, I'm throwing out the heart fingers your way. Someone throw that emoji in. By the way, new emoji in iOS 16, I think. Heart fingers. Nuno fights for the booming of the beaches, and so I'm really trying. I'm excited, but I just keep stuffing it down, not allowing myself to get excited for this new troop. Really hoping we're just not getting another Lazortron. Although a Lazortron full-time wouldn't be a bad thing. Zukas with a laser would be pretty awesome. But she does have green eyes. You can't tell it right there, but that Zuka right there has blue eyes. The new troops got green, so I really hope they at least just put like a yellow helmet on top of their head. Something like that. That would be so simple. Just to throw a Zuka without a Zuka. I mean, maybe like, even if I make the laser thing look like a Zuka from above, if she's got a yellow hat on, I'll be happy. That's all I really care about. Just make it obvious which troop is which. Like, we can tell right there we've got Zukas. When you're mixing cryo bombardiers and regular bombardiers and all the rest, you can't tell what the heck troop you've got where. So would be greatly appreciated if we could get like 5 seconds of a developer's time to throw a yellow hat on top of a Zuka's head. So that is all I'm after. There's not even a point showing Dr. T. can't do an operation attack quite yet. Poorly timed on my part, but wanted to get a full-length video out there because the YouTube shorts are great, and it allowed me to put 2 videos in one day, which I try not to do, and it got all the info apart. But a lot of you have been asking a lot of good questions. When's it going to come out? What are the thoughts on it? So do consider subscribing. As soon as I know more, I will give it to you. I am hounding Nuno for it night and day because we have to know these details. I am only missing the gold safe, my blueprint ready to rock, my attack plan ready to go. That gold safe would be ridiculously useful right now for my attack plan, but for now I'm just going to keep pumping those things into my raw crystals because why the heck not? Actually, we're going to max them out. Look at that. And that's all because we have no good tribes right now. That Zuka speed is decent at times, but when you're shock and bullet in place, it kind of throws things off. I was going to say goodbye, but then I just started another video, another attack, so we're just going to go like this. I am going to send all of my choppers all the way back there. And that is why I'm only using 4 boats of them. Same thing with Scorchers. Don't use 8 boats of them as a general rule. I mean, it can be kind of fun, but just not being super duper GBE poor is also kind of nice. So we're going to clear all of those mines. These choppers work great for that on bases like Rogue and whatnot, but don't need to worry too much about mines because we've got 4 boats of choppers with all sorts of heavies. Would love to have had a heavy tribe right about now. That would have been the only way to make these things any better. And down goes the headquarters. Super, super simple. People with 5 ice statues or whatever, 4 or 5 ice statues like Bugsy 2309, not liking life right about now. I shall talk to you soon though. Let me know in the comments what you want from this troop, what you expect from this troop, and what will make you ridiculously sad and quit the game from this troop. 3 different levels of hype. I shall talk to you soon, though. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZedMot. Don't forget to throw that code in the shop. Peace.